Hey everyone, I'm Tracy Martirana from Holistic Wellness with Tracy, and today I wanted to talk to you about 5 simple ways that you can eat healthier. If you've decided you would like to eat a little better, I'm here to help. I recently released a video on everyday evolution versus setting New Year's resolutions. And I will put a link to that video down below in the description box because I think if you haven't watched it yet, you'll find it useful. My number one rule when trying to improve anything, and really not even just improve, sometimes just change or do something new, is to start simple. If we try to take on too much or overcomplicate things, we tend to fail, and our diet is no exception. When we decide we want to eat healthier, we go online, we look for inspiration, and we'll find tons of information about fad diets or strict eating regimens. And typically, if you are currently eating sort of a standard American diet and you just want to make some improvements, trying to jump all the way to eating keto or doing the South Beach diet or even eating Mediterranean, if you want to just jump in and do that wholeheartedly 100%, chances are you're going to fail. The number one way that you can start eating healthier is simply to eat more veggies. Now, you don't have to make it complicated, right? Keep it simple. I recommend that you just start by adding a little bit of veggies in here or there. So I like to maybe have 2 veggies in my main meal of the day. Make it 2 servings, not just 1 serving that's a blend of 2, right? Like not 1 little scoop of peas and carrots, but a serving of peas and a serving of carrots. You could do this by starting each dinner or lunch with a salad. You could do it by making a very veggie soup and having that for lunch every day. And if you make a very veggie soup and have a nice bowl of it, that's probably 2 servings. You can throw in some raw veggies for your afternoon snack for another serving. So I'm not saying bite off more than you can chew and start eating, 5 extra servings of vegetables a day, but just start with 1, maybe 2, and then you can slowly improve from there. But that is an easy and simple way to start. Number 2 is to eat less processed foods. Now, I'm not going to even jump in and say that you have to stop going to McDonald's here or there. We're going to start simple by replacing one thing at a time. I know for a lot of people, when they make dinner in the evening, it's meat and a veggie and then often some sort of rice or potato dish. And that rice or potato dish is often a processed item. They're buying it in a box. They're just adding maybe some oil and water, cooking it on the stove. But there's a lot of extra stuff put in that food, and it's not good for you. You don't want it. Learn how to make a couple easy dishes with rice or quinoa or potatoes. Make them from scratch. They don't take long. They're an easy place to start cooking from scratch if you don't already. And they taste delicious, and it cuts out a lot of processed crap. Now, if you do eat at a lot of fast food places, if you're grabbing fast food for breakfast or lunch or even a quick dinner because your family's busy, maybe try to move away from that too. But make the changes where you can. And if that is something that you rely on a couple nights a week or a couple days a week because of your busy schedule, then don't focus there if that's the hardest place, right? Focus somewhere that's easy, that you can make some successes. You'll come back and cut that out soon enough. Next, I want you to look at your proteins. We often throw together sandwiches made with processed meats, or we're having sausages or hot dogs or things that just, again, aren't that good for us. We're trying to get that quick protein, but it comes with a lot of other garbage. I recommend just trying to replace some of that. Maybe instead of a ham sandwich, take an egg salad sandwich, or instead of that fake, well, it's not really fake, I guess it's technically chicken, but they've added stuff in to make like slices of chicken. You just cook up a chicken breast early in the week, slice it up, and use that to make your sandwich. Or skip the sausages for dinner and instead have a chicken breast or even a nice lean, that doesn't have to be crazy lean, but a nice small piece of steak or anything fishy. Have some salmon, have a tuna steak. Just try to get away from that overly processed or even overly fatty or the processed meats especially. But we all know, what's in your meal plans that aren't really good for you. If you're a big sausage, ham, bacon eater, maybe try to set those aside and make some healthier, leaner choices. And number 4 on my to-do list is come up with some simple recipe templates. As you're trying to eat healthier, the best thing you can do is cook more of your own food. Make it from scratch as much as possible. And I know that when you're busy and you have a lot going on, or you just don't really feel all that confident in the kitchen, that can sound like too much. But if you can come up with a couple simple templates that you can follow, you can throw together healthy meals fairly easily. I'll give you a couple quick examples here. One would be a veggie soup. So take whatever veggies you like, cook them in a soup pot, like saute them up a little bit, add in some broth, and then you change it up with your spices or your herbs. You can make a Mexican version by just adding in some cumin and cilantro and maybe even like a little jalapeno, lime to finish it off. You can go for an Indian version by using curry powder. You can do just a straight up chili by using chili powder, but still just really, it's a vegetable soup that just tastes like chili. You can change up the flavor profile with your spices and your herbs and just keep the veggies, whatever you have on hand and whatever you like. It's really one template that can make multiple different kinds of soup. That's an easy one. Also, tacos, great way to use up anything. So you can make a taco with ground meat. You can do it with shrimp. You could do it with some grilled haddock. You could do it with chicken. And again, your toppings, you can just change up your toppings. You got new tacos, right? You can do the standard lettuce and tomato and cheese. You could take some cabbage and make sort of a Mexican slaw by just adding a little cilantro, a little lime juice. You can add in avocado, tomatoes, whatever sounds good to just make a slightly different taco. So maybe do Taco Tuesdays every week at your house and just make them a little bit different each time. You can also saute or roast a bunch of veggies, whatever you like, and then just finish it off with a little bit of whole grain pasta, some olive oil, a little bit of garlic. Whatever veggies you use, it changes the dish. So you could do broccoli and cauliflower one week, maybe squash and carrots another week, maybe zucchini and anything else out of your garden during the summer. Again, it's a very simple template. You mix up the veggies, change up the veggies, you have a whole new meal. And lastly, once you've started with the other 4 and you feel like you're making some good headway and you're eating healthier, eating more veggies, better proteins, maybe some whole grains stuck in there instead of your white rice, you're eating brown rice, or maybe don't even go there if that doesn't sound good to you. But you're making some changes, you're feeling good, you want to take it to the next level. Number 5 is to try to eat more seasonally. So look to see what's in season in your area and try to incorporate those veggies, those foods into your meals. Bonus points if you can shop local, maybe go to your farmer's market and buy something that's grown nice and close to you. And then you also might want to start incorporating more organic foods into your diet or into your shopping routine. That's great too. I'm going to link below in the description box a link to the Environmental Working Group's website. They have 2 lists. One is called the Dirty Dozen, which is, I think there's actually more than 12 items on that list, but it's the things that are worth investing in organic. They're like the vegetables that are grown with a lot of sprays on them, a lot of pesticides, and they don't have, maybe like they have skin that you typically eat. Like there's something about them that makes it worth your money to pay for the organic version. And then there's also a list that they provide called the Clean 15, which I also think there might be more than 15 on that list because they change it up every year just as farming methods change, but a lot of them stay the same. But the Clean 15, they're things that it's just not worth your money. Don't spend your money on organic. They're okay, even if they're not organic, they're either relatively clean or you're not consuming the parts that came in contact with the pesticides. It's a way of, judging, because, organic food can be expensive, and it's nice to make sure that if you're gonna spend that money, that you're doing it where it counts and you're not wasting your money on things that don't. So there you have it. Those are my 5 simple ways to begin eating healthier. Just plug away, start small, and gradually keep increasing. If you try to eat healthy, like perfectly healthy right off the get-go, or really ever, I mean, I'm still constantly improving. There are still things that I eat every now and then that I know are not healthy for me, but I do it because it's good and it's a treat. It's not my way of eating every day, so I don't have to feel guilty about it. Moderation is key, but take small steps to eat healthier and healthier, and soon you'll feel better and you'll see the results. Thank you so much for joining me. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you haven't already, don't forget to click the subscribe button. I post at least 1 new video a week, sometimes 2, on things like healthy eating, herbal remedies, yoga, meditation, and a little bit of Ayurveda in there as well. Thanks so much and have a great day.